So, our progress so far, is this kind of going how you planned, or how much have we veered off from your original idea?
I'd say you did a pretty big swerve and like did a looping course through a lot of optional things before like starting to converge onto, okay, at least I know where we're going for this part. But then after this, it could go anywhere, and I have no idea.
We are live. They're watching
Excellent.
nothing. Look at all this nothing.
Excellent. That's
So much nothing. There's a lot of nothing in the universe.
All right. We are live on my stream as well. People can hear us. Hello, everyone. We're still getting set up a little bit, but we should be ready to go here in a minute or two.
No scandals?
No
Scandals.
That's
That's his next YouTube channel.
That's, oh my god. He's going to be a drama YouTuber.
Now, believe it or not, he does have some morals, and one of his fine lines is that he doesn't like to cover content that is explicitly about other people's real life suffering.
Suffering?
Yeah, like he doesn't
He's okay
like
with causing the suffering, but he can't cover it after the fact.
he really doesn't like true crime. Like he finds true crime really exploitative, and frankly, the people who cover it really disgusting.
Well, then he would love the new season of Black Mirror.
Yeah, I tried that first episode. Man, that show is such a downer. It's hard to watch after a hard day.
Oh, the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. If you haven't seen it yet, you should watch the episode San Junipero.
Oh no, I've seen all the seasons up to the latest one. I just have only watched the first episode of the latest season.
Oh. That's interesting. That's because the new episode's first season is kind of comedic.
My hot take is that I don't really care for San Junipero. I don't like it very much.
Die.
I think it's okay.
So what if San Junipero was like hot dudes, hot instead of girls? Would you still be into it?
No, I'm like explicitly really not into like romantic everything works out in the end stories. Like I don't like it at all. I think it's fine. Like I think San Junipero is like a good episode of TV, but when people are like, "Oh, it's changed my life, the best episode of the show," I'm like, I like the first season. I like every episode of the first season more than I like any episode of San Junipero.
If I ever make an essay about the transporter problem, I will ruin San Junipero. For the obvious reason, in that they aren't alive.
Oh man, Soma has fucked me up ever since I played that.
Soma's pretty brutal. Soma's a rough one to come to terms with.
Yeah, Soma's cool.
Nobody was emotionally prepared for an FMV.
That was really good. I was really into everything that just happened. There were some meaty moments. I think we're discovering things. I have theories about why this is here and what's going on.
I was going to like jump scare you guys onto an alternate scene where it's just that FMV playing, but I figured that would fuck with your overlay, so I decided not to do that.
Yeah, just a little bit. No, that was perfect. If Mr. Man or Miss Potatoes were anywhere near that cliff edge.
Oh my god!
What?
All I'm saying is maybe Sandals would have scared them a little bit too much.
All right, we're going we're a little committed to the Misty bit now.
I'm kidding. Or am I?
That's a very funny joke. I've seen Yellow Jackets. I'm funny.
Yes, it's a
I
very,
make
very
funny references.
I've probably heard this background track at least 1,000 times on loop.
Mm-hmm.
While working on Echo.
I mean, you did work on Echo, so
it's just you kind of leave the game on in the background because I like to check how the pacing is going, and so I have the background music. It'll just keep going and going and going. That and the train sound effect of like the background noise.
Oh wow.
I find visual novel prose pacing, like especially in full screen novel based visual novels, to be very compelling as a reader. Like when I want to write, like part of me wants to do prototyping in like PowerPoint so that I can put exactly the text I want on the page and then click and get a fresh new page rather than having it just be a big script. Just because I find it so interesting to just have the text presented that way.
Yeah, it's compelling. It's not just a big wall of text. You just kind of have to keep reading through and like moving your eyes. It's a lot easier and kind of more visually stimulating.
Yeah, that way lets you control like flow and pacing better.
Yeah. I was I was so hoping that the lighthouse would just open its mouth and swallow Mr. Man. That would have been so sick.
It did seem like you were waiting for something to happen.
I think Sandals was prodding at it. Yeah, that's for sure. But
Lighthouse hungry.
Did you animate that yourself?
Yeah.
Man, that was like straight up some Andyland stuff. Like
I don't know shit about animating, but I did my best.
Hell yeah, that was fucking cool.
It had a very creepy kind of like PBS in 1999 vibe to it.
I was kind of like targeting like low res, like this is when the PS1 is busting out all the stops for FMVs.
Oh, yeah, full on FMV vibes.
Yeah, that was awesome.
So that is your introduction to what's really going on here. It'll be fun.
I see now.
Very hard to shrug off when you're like having interacted with people most of the day, and then you like come down for a break in the middle of your stream, and suddenly everyone's there, and you like come in, get water, and leave. And you're like,
I'm streaming right now. Leave me alone. I'm busy with my YouTube job.
all right. Tonight, everyone, I'm eating some Miss Vicky's salt and vinegar flavored, no artificial flavors, kettle cooked potato chips, and I'm drinking Sprite Frangelico. It's pretty good.
oh, I haven't
These are
had
some advanced level toaster snacks.
These are some pretty good toaster snacks.
All right, let's go ahead and resume then.
Fuck that.
And that is where we're going to end for tonight.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Hell yeah.
She's a character actress, so she wears many masks.
Yeah, she's a woman. She's a woman of one face many times. The definition of a character actor.
All right, thank you guys for playing. This has been a fun session.
Yeah,
This has been my
has
favorite by
great.
far.
This got wild.
Yeah, this was good.
The next session is definitely an opening. Like, ma'am, do you have any cell phone reception?
Oh,
I'm running Grayson. You're fucked. That 2-roll.
That's every single roll, basically.
You just have to be better at hiding than the person who's not hiding.
You motherfuckers thought I killed Derek Jitters. I saved Derek Jitters' lives, motherfucker.
We wouldn't
I
be in
saved
this
his life, you
situation.
dinguses.
You're really sounding a lot like Chase right after he shoved TJ off the cliff and then grabbed him. Saved your life.
No, he was asleep. I gave him presumably narcotics, which have dulled his pain and kept him sane. He's not wandering around talking to the viewers trying to kill people. No. Right now, he's just pretty badly wounded. Who could say what would have happened to him if he was not stuck there, actually paying attention to everything and communicating to everyone what the fuck was going on? We heard Goose. Remember Goose saying, hey, I got word, blah, blah, blah. Who was watching everyone and who was responsible for communicating with everyone? That was our buddy right here, Derek. So, once again, I'm being such a good friend to everyone, and you all can thank me.
I feel like your attempts to save him are probably going to be futile because if she's coming in to satisfy the request for murder.
Let's be all fucking jumper.
He's a corpse. He's a corpse right now.
He's probably not the most obvious target.
Yeah, to be fair, like, if we kill this thing, I wonder if that'll satisfy the viewer, and then we can get some ammo, and that'd be...
Hell yeah.
Play in the game!
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're in the feud!
Ammo.
I know. We're in this situation now. But we can think about that next time, I guess.
I had
Jed
to
is currently
burn...
very thankful that there is no live ammo on a film set.
Yeah.
But also, Jet
Avoiding
is
some
the single most
controversy.
capable marksman in the party
Well, that's yeah, if
by
you
a,
want the gun.
by a significant margin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess he is. He's got
Good
quite
apps
a
for
bit.
it.
Jet doesn't know there's danger besides a fire right now.
I had to burn a lot of points this session, so my flexibility is gonna be pretty. It's gonna get a lot lower as things go on, but we'll see.
It is extremely funny playing a character that doesn't know the plot.
Actively ignoring the plot.
I was slipping in all of his interpretations as it was going along. Like, do we get tornadoes in the Southwest?
That was good.
Oh, I dig it.
Yeah, I think things are going good for the story and very bad for everyone in it.
I am astonished at how good this story is turning out. Like how it's progressed, the pacing. It's fucking amazing. It'd be a great visual novel.
You guys are doing
Absolutely.
a great job with it.
Javi, man, slicing that eyeball.
Oh my god, I did not expect that.
That was
Instantly,
fucked up, dude.
While I was watching, I thought of it while I was watching the animation. I was like, I need to just go. As soon as I start turning the eyeball, it's like, I've got that scalpel. I gotta slice it.
I imagined you guys would be a lot more trepidatious about doing anything with the Watchers, but you just confirmed right off the bat these things can die.
Yeah, they can
Yeah, like I
die.
said, I know their weakness now. I'm ready to get hack at them.
When we walked into the shave place, the haircut place, the salon, I think my motivation was, what do we need? Like, what are the rules of these things? How do they interact, and what do they want? And
You weren't the only person trying to be clever. We were all trying to be like, oh, how can we outsmart them? And then fucking Kaw's like, nope.
you know, yeah. I really wanted to see, like, all right, what happens when we do what they want? What happens when we don't do what they want? What is the limits of what they want? Like, how literal is it? And like, how much can we think about them in terms of, like, you know, the quote unquote, like, YouTube audience? Like, do they like drama? Do we need to put on a show, or do we just need to satisfy what they want? Do we need to do something crazy and, like, up and escalate constantly? Or does having, like, consistent, steady, reliable content do different things for them? Do they like collaboration, or do they want single creator stuff? Like, that was the checklist I was going through in my head when we were interacting with them. So that's why when Javi was like, I'm gonna slice this thing open, I was like, you are starting a fight with Cthulhu, my friend. You really don't want to upset the viewers, because it's gonna be worse for you than your channel losing subscribers. You know,
Well,
violence isn't allowed on YouTube, my friend. Like,
Thankfully, the other ones didn't swarm me just for having killed the other one. Thankfully, so
That
Yes.
said, there weren't any witnesses.
true.
yeah.
I was just really
Does that mean
thankful that
they're
when all
not
the
linked?
Is Keith still
Yeah.
carrying the camera? Is he still filming this?
Yeah.
I think he's filming. Yeah.
I'm still filming this, and also Jet
He's-
has no idea what has happened still.
Yeah.
he thinks I broke
Jets-
the camera.
I have carefully
Jet's
run
camera-
I have carefully run interference on every scene on what Jet's been up to.
Yeah. Jet camera is explicitly a real world camera, though, that isn't networked, I think. In
I don't
this
know. I was waiting the
context,
entire
so.
session for somebody else to look at it.
I mean,
I was like, when's somebody
I guess it
gonna
makes sense.
get
I
curious
did-
about the camera that's
Sandals
with them the whole
did
time?
look at it. Sandals walked up to you and said, you need to keep shooting with your camera that you are holding, that we are looking at someone through. So,
Yeah, but that was
then
that was
again-
before we encountered the weird one.
yes, that
Yeah.
was before we encountered the
So
weird
I've
things,
genuinely
so.
not known if he has a monster camera or something, and I've just been rolling with it because I thought about I thought about it
Because we-
immediately, but no one else is checking.
Because we're all together and like looking at each other. It's not like we have not looked at Jet this entire time.
Yeah, and
Oh.
I think it would jump out at you as pretty immediately obvious if the camera had turned into a monster.
Yeah.
Sometimes the cameraman fades into the background.
That's true.
I was just really thankful that the eyeball's black goo guts was like a weird ferrofluid or whatever, because I was like, as you were describing that, I was like, oh man, am I gonna have to like rip my clothes off, because I was afraid he's gonna do like an alien like acid like eating at me.
Yeah.
Oh no, that'd be the worst.
There was. Oh, go on. Sorry.
There's a lot of lore I don't know. Like I don't know if, as the player, I don't know if the viewers see Jet.
Yeah.
They sure haven't made that obvious yet.
He's crew. Crew's not supposed to show up on camera. They fade in the background. I'm viewing this completely from the perspective of like, what is good content? How do they want to interact? You know, the cameraman, you see them in the mirror of a shot. You don't go like, oh, sick. You go like, this movie was badly made. I think them seeing Jet would be very dangerous and it would upset them. So, you know, that's what I was thinking. But the other thing that I was considering and that I wanted to do but just forgot was, if the surgery had gone well and we had more time, I was going to look at the fluid I put in the container to see if it would work like a radar or like a compass for the direction that the things were coming from. Like if it was just attracting to the nearest disturbances, so to speak. I want to see if we just if I managed to find us a Silent Hill radio that blasts white noise anytime, you know, a monster's close by. That's where I was going with that, but unfortunately I did not have time.
Who is the bird character she looks like? It's driving me crazy.
I believe the great horned owl from Rockadoodle is kind of what influenced her design.
Oh yeah, the nightmare wizard thing.
Yeah, that turns the kid
Born
into
of my
a little cat.
childhood.
Yeah, I feel like everyone had really good moments. Javi sliced into the thing. Me and Grayson had.
Oh, it looks like the great owl from Secret of Nim.
Oh, that too.
Don Bluth's fucked up looking. It's upsetting.
Yeah, and
movies-
honestly, I really like that the artist went in a Bluth direction for this project.
Good.
It is. I'm really hoping Derek Jitters makes it out alive. In the sequel series, I feel like Derek and Sandals. Derek might be Sandals' first real friend.
Wow, this is how you treat your friends?
Yeah, I was gonna say after drugging him. It's amazing.
Hey man, all I'm saying is like the viewers would love a lone gunman spinoff of Sandals and Derek.
I'm so terrified to find out what
investigating
Sandals.
legends.
We're all gonna be dead because of Sandals.
I'm so upset
yeah,
by the
right.
idea of finding out what like Sandals' like echo bad end is.
I want to be clear as well, that I have been thinking about the whole surveillance thing in this story since the moment cameras were introduced. So the fact that it's paying off in such an interesting way is like simultaneously so satisfying and fucking terrifying because I was like, oh no, it's way worse than I thought it was gonna be. This is not good.
Viewers.
The viewers.
Remember to like and subscribe.
I should have expected it, but I didn't expect all the meta text layers.
Hit that bell.
But yeah,
That's how you win. You ring
You gotta
the
hit
bell.
the bell.
It's like that's gonna be the
Yeah.
cheesy line at the end of this whole thing. Like, we have to ring the bell.
Quick to the bell tower.